Feature Friday.
The freshest.
Coke Studio Bangla.
Oh my god,
Listen,
okay,
listen,
heard this guy. It's been a while. And this dropped yesterday. It already has 1 million views, bro.
Coke Studio Bangla, Season 2.
Oh, you missed the season 2. Unhired. Oh, yes, sir.
I love Coke Studio.
The sound.
It's been a while since we reviewed Bangladeshi music.
এত সুরে রঙিন সোনার তরি কোথায় গেলে পাবে
His voice just cleansed my soul.
ফিরি ঘরে তো ভরে না মন তাতে
Oh, thanks for recommending this. I needed this. My soul needed
Literally, I just feel cleansed.
this. Also, I want to give a huge shout out to Coke Studio Bangla. Not only
Big
for
love
not
for you
blocking our
guys.
videos, but showing love. Brilliant
We
team
appreciate
of people.
what you do so much.
Fantastic, yep.
তাতে
Oh! Bassman.
Bro, when did I
Who
ever
did-
expect Bangla?
And
Gospel?
freaking gospel? What?
আরে হাতে লাগে বেতারে হাত চাইরা দাও সোনার দেওরা রে আরে হাতে লাগে বেতারে হাত চাইরা দাও সোনার দেওরা রে আরে আমরার বাড়ি আইসা দেওরা বসতে দেব ফিরা হাই হাই বসতে দেব ফিরা আরে জলপান করিতে দেব শালিক দানের সিরা
You were not ready for this. I assure you. And do yourself a favor and put headphones on.
Bro, put
Like,
headphones.
do yourself a favor.
I would have never imagined this shit,
Literally,
man.
you were not ready for
Last
that.
time was reggaeton.
This time it's gospel, baby.
What the hell?
But in the most folkloric, awesome way ever.
Nice harmonic.
Ooh.
Ooh, what's that instrument called?
I love that this is a thing in the Indian subcontinent to sing in unison. Like, I feel like that was so lost. I don't know when in the Western music we lost that unity sound, like that we all sing in the same tune. There's no need for a ninth harmony in the picture. Like, I don't know when we lost it.
Just the
but
idea of unison.
yes, that unity aspect of sound, that we can be one in the same sound wave. You know, it's so beautiful because when you see it in this arrangements, that it's so dynamic. So much has been already happening, right? We're like already halfway through the track, and we have experienced so many different dynamics musically speaking that when you have the female vocals come in, it actually helps as a grounding point in the song. It feels like you're bringing it back to the essence of singing. It's fabulous.
Feels like a very short song. I can't believe we've already been 2 minutes in.
It's wonderful.
It's an immensely modern arrangement.
You see the dynamics I'm talking? Where did that ball come from? Barquito. Did he say barquito?
Did
Go
he?
back. He said
Barquito
barquito.
means small boat in Spanish. Yeah,
Barquito.
yeah.
I don't know what it means. Where did the lyrics go? Where did the lyrics go?
There's no lyrics. They're only in Bangla.
I love his voice.
Ooh.
He opened, but he's so great. see what I mean?
It's an incredible arrangement because it's so immensely modern, yet obviously it maintains its folk value and
It's so accessible for like international listeners.
traditional value, and it has a sound, a Bangla sound, but at the same time it has such a modern foundation. You know, a lot of the unison aspect where the girls come in, they have a hip hop arrangement in the background with the beats, but it's done through minor percussion and folk like percussion.
Correct.
Tablas, dolaks. It's like, and then a bunch of instruments that I haven't even seen in my life, which is why I love probably. Well, one of our favorite podcasts we ever did was the Bangla podcast, the Bangladesh music special. I think we did. That was one of our favorites because, in my opinion, I think it's quite underrated. Like, it is so hard to compete in so many industries in the world and end up being as number one. And if you actually end up noticing what happens with the number ones, it's like they have so much history behind them, and they're historically being number one. So it's hard for other smaller industries like Bangladesh or Nepal to kind of become number one, beat the Americas, beat India, beat South Korea, Japan, UK. So it's like, it's so hard, but in terms of musical complexity and musical performance and just quality-wise, they're like one of the highest.
It's such a rich musical experience because as a music aficionado, you're always looking for the dynamic, something that sparks new emotions, something that ignites a new feeling in the auditory experience, right? But as a normal person too that doesn't know much about music at all, you also want to feel like you are
this is accessible.
Exactly, you're reaching all of those people too, because otherwise it becomes music for musicians, and it has a very specific crowd, and it's brilliant in what it is. But you want this brilliant ideas and these brilliant fusions to reach more than just that small minority.
And I think as well the vision of Coca-Cola with the studios, the Coke Studios from Pakistan, India. They used to do them in the UAE. They used to do them in where else did they used to do them that we were very impressed? We had no idea.
Oh, they did one in Egypt. It was freaking fabulous.
Egypt. So I think the whole idea behind
They've done it in Philippines as well.
Coke Studio Philippines. I think the whole idea behind Coca-Cola and the Coke Studios is that they wanna showcase artists not only to their nations but to the world, and
That's right.
I think that's why, like, Coke Studios Pakistan has become so popular, and it had like one of the biggest hits of last year.
Also, it creates this legacy effect, right? So you're working with the traditional folklore music, but you're also bringing it to bringing
it awareness, to newer generations, foreigners, and at the same time you're creating good quality music.
That's right.
I think they're doing a great job.
No, go back a little bit.
I like that geezer.
I love his voice.
I wonder what his name is. He's class.
He also looks like an action figure. Oh, the choir. Make that 6 minutes long.
God damn it, Coca-Cola.
Make that 6 minutes long. What are you all talking about? Oh, it's just so great. Also, can we have a moment for the sound engineering? It's just so fabulous.
It's also such a hard environment to engineer. Like, Jesus Christ, there's so many voices, so many instruments.
I do wonder how many technicians they have on set, because this is like live to the take, right?
I would love to, I mean, this is talking dreamland here. Obviously, this year we can't travel or anything because Waleska's back. But in a perfect world, or maybe even next year, I think if we ever get an opportunity to go to like a Coke Studios recording. Just to watch, and then hopefully us be able to make a video reacting to it live. I think that'll be class. It'll be so interesting to look at the behind the scenes of that, because I think people perhaps don't have an idea on the insane production that this is.
And I
And
also
how difficult it is to make it sound like that.
the brilliant part about big productions like this, there is such artistry in the technical aspect of things, like
like an art
the
itself. Yeah.
the cameraman, the scripting, the all the light technicians, sound technicians, even the people that bring the coffee. Like,
Yeah.
there is so much art behind it all. It's fabulous.
I love
it really
these
is
girls. They were
crazy.
class. And these lads were awesome.
I was like, where did it come from? It was
Was it always
fabulous. I don't know.
You know what? I also feel like obviously we're limited by the lyricism. We can only break down so much of the musical complexity and the musical composition. But if you do know what the lyrics mean, please do share it in the comments. Bali will be more than happy to pin it for other international viewers. But it does also feel like they're telling a story. So obviously something to do with the boat. And it seems to be like a folk-like story because you see
Like a voyage, you know? You feel like you're embarking on something new, like a voyage.
I think it's actually like a story because there's actually animations in the background if you look at it.
Right, okay. I hadn't even noticed.
Yeah, like with folk-like symbols and yeah, I don't know. So let us know what the actual meaning behind the song is. Again, limited by our own ignorance, I guess, but we do try our best. Let us know what you guys thoughts about it, and adios.